Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, goal,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug? Ignored a leaky faucet? Pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look that way? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects. Whether it's a door that sticks, or a disorganized closet, or an AC unit that only works half the time. It all matters. You just haven't taken care of it yet. But there's an easier way. Just download the Thumbtack app. You can search for what you need done and find tons of highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Check prices, reviews, and book a pro right on the spot. Plus, you'll know what to tackle next, because Thumbtack is the app that shows you what to do, who to hire, and when. Pull out your phone and in just a few taps, say goodbye to all those unfinished home projects and say hello to caring for your home the easier way. Download Thumbtack and start a project today.
Baseball is back, and so is MLB.tv. Watch every out-of-market regular season game on your favorite streaming devices, anywhere, anytime, all season long. Follow the action live or on demand. Track 4 games at once with multi-view mode and catch up with in-game highlights. Plus, original programs, minor league broadcasts, and local pre- and post-game shows. Go to MLB.tv to start your free trial today. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Showtime. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Ready.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show, starring Bob Lutz.
I molded you into the man I wanted you to be.
Jeff Lutz.
I told you I'd give up, and I've given up. I don't want to say anything. Yes, you are correct, sir.
And Jason Duda. For today, anyway.
Now, if you ever get to Sexsmith, go to the bar. Because there's a bar, there's an arena, there's a curling rink, and there's a 7-Eleven. And there's the bar. It's the only 4 things that's in Sexsmith.
It's Canada. Why? Why do we let you be a country?
97.5 and 1240 KFH.
If you ask me, that stuff rots your brain.
All right, welcome back. Hour number 2. We're already 16 minutes into hour number 2, but we're going to give you a few minutes here before we take another break and get to Scott Pass.
Might as well.
From KSH SAA
Covered.
He's one of their high school writers, and we're going to catch up on some spring sports. If you want to hear the Bill Self interview, you can go to Odyssey, the Odyssey app, and find it there under KFH Radio. And you can go to kfhradio.com. It's great how that works. Modern technology, of which you're averse to. You don't care for it, but nope. It has its value.
It does.
Well, I'm glad you admit that.
That's what people tell me.
Yeah, nice.
Well, it's fine. I mean, I know it has its value. It's just not for me.
Well, that's fine if it's not for you.
It is. Everyone can make their own choice on it.
Even Bill Self.
Use it. Yeah, Bill Self.
You feel like you're
even more now that he's not a big social media guy and stuff. Love it. He just blew up the ranks.
Most coaches aren't. That's been my experience. Or they hide behind a shadow account and do it that way.
I doubt it.
I've known that.
Well, I would think probably.
Let's go.
No, I'm not outing anybody.
I would think that there's probably quite a few that probably have something like that, just to blow off some steam once in a while.
Sure.
Don't blame him for that either.
You may have one for all we know.
I may.
There may be steam you need to blow off.
What do you do when you need to blow off steam?
I'll honestly say that I don't.
You've never had one time where you've needed to blow off steam.
Oh, you just go in the backyard and let out a big roar and then go back in the house and make something to eat. Simple.
The simple. I didn't know that there were people who lived a truly simple life, but there are. Judas convinced me of it. I didn't think in this complex world that it was possible.
It is.
But it is.
It's more than possible. It happens. It happens.
Is it a decision you made at some point in your life that, listen, I'm not going to let any of this stuff get to me?
It's not.
Or was this just
yeah, there
part
was.
of your being?
No, there was. There was when I was playing still, they started what do they call them, vlogs or something? Does that make sense?
Yeah, video blogs.
Well, not video blogs, but
That's what a vlog is.
Okay, so it wasn't a vlog, but just those places where people would get on and they'd just talk about like the team, like the Thunder.
Right.
Oh, like message board.
Yeah,
Message
board.
boards. And so I just kept getting ripped by somebody, and I was like, well, what's the problem here? Then I found out it was a 15-year-old girl that just didn't like me or for some reason. So I sat back that night and I'm like, why read any of this? I don't know who any of these people are. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't affect me on a day-to-day basis. So why let it bother you? And from then on, I just didn't care. Doesn't matter. If I have a conversation with you guys and you have something to say, then we'll have a chat about it. And we should be able to figure it out as grown adults. You two together, I don't know if you two can. I can with one of you two. Make sense?
Not really.
Perfect.
That's part of the beauty of you.
Very easy.
Very little of what you say does make sense.
Well, that all made sense.
Yeah,
I was captivated by that, in fact.
Well, I was too. I couldn't stop looking at him, but then I thought to myself, what? I mean...
Yeah, you're thinking to yourself, well, there has to be something, and there's nothing.
No, I keep that.
There's
that's
nothing.
Exactly right. He's
There's
going to say
nothing.
something
You're trying to find something, and there's nothing.
He's going to say something of substance here.
I don't say anything of substance.
Didn't happen.
It's
All right,
not
time
gonna.
for a break.
All right, let's get out of here.
Scott Pask will join us. We'll talk high school spring sports next. This is the Bob and Jeff Show with Jason Duda in today, the three-man booth, KFH Radio.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, goal.
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. to H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug? Ignored a leaky faucet? Pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look that way? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects. Whether it's a door that sticks, or a disorganized closet, or an AC unit that only works half the time. It all matters. You just haven't taken care of it yet. But there's an easier way. Just download the Thumbtack app. You can search for what you need done and find tons of highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Check prices, reviews, and book a pro right on the spot. Plus, you'll know what to tackle next, because Thumbtack is the app that shows you what to do, who to hire, and when. Pull out your phone and in just a few taps, say goodbye to all those unfinished home projects and say hello to caring for your home the easier way. Download Thumbtack and start a project today.
Baseball is back, and so is MLB.tv. Watch every out-of-market regular season game on your favorite streaming devices, anywhere, anytime, all season long. Follow the action live or on demand. Track 4 games at once with multi-view mode and catch up with in-game highlights. Plus, original programs, minor league broadcasts, and local pre- and post-game shows. Go to MLB.tv to start your free trial today. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show on 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
I bet you didn't know the Beach Boys wrote a protest song. This is the Beach Boys, the song called Student Demonstration Time. Scott Pask. Scott writes about high school sports for the Kansas State High School Activities Association.
Just say Keisha like everybody else.
I don't like saying that. Scott, hello, welcome.
How's it going, Bob?
It's going well. So we're curious about. I think we do a good job of covering football and basketball on this show, but we don't do a very good job of talking about the spring sports. So that's where you come in. Take over for us. What's big this spring? What's caught your attention?
Well, to me, it always really starts with track. I think that's kind of the sport that my eyes gravitate toward, and just because of especially now with some of the athletes we have in this area that are kind of taking aim, and we talked about some of these guys last year, but Clay Shively at Wichita Trinity is a distance runner who has established himself in the conversation with Jim Ryan. And for old timers, that's all you really need to know. I mean, the guy it seems like Clay has he's broken a few of Jim's records. He's come close to a few, and just to have a guy like that who's in that company, I think is that's been exciting to watch on the track for me. Is he got Jim's indoor record mile last year, and then it's kind of just taken off and keeps threatening things. And this year he grabbed the stick.
Have we lost Scott? Well, we always panic when things like that happen.
I panicked a little even that time.
But look at Duda.
Duda doesn't care.
Duda's back here having a chocolate cherry sundae, whatever he's doing.
You ever had those chocolate ones with the liquor inside it that you eat?
Of course, nothing matters.
Can you save a bite of that for me?
Yeah, absolutely.
This show could be preempted, canceled mid-show, and you just get up and walk to your car.
Well, yeah. What else would I do?
Like nothing ever happened.
Well, what else would you do if it got off the air and we got canceled? Or
When you fight for us a little bit?
What am I going to
say? Hey,
for?
Tony, let's pump the brakes on the cancellation there.
Yeah. Hey, well, let's give this show a little bit longer. Would you go to bat for us?
If you needed help with it, yeah, I would.
I think Scott's back. Somebody's
Let's get
laughing.
to Scott Pass. Hey, Scott.
I'm back. I knew this was going to be a failure trying to follow Bill Self on your show. It just wasn't going to work. Wasn't going to work.
Enjoy your last appearance. That's all I can tell you.
No.
So when you were talking about Clay Shively, and I just want to tell quickly a short story. He was named Gatorade Athlete of the Year, or something like that. And those people get $1,000 and they donate to a charity, and he sent League 42 $1,000. I thought that was awesome. So, yeah,
impressive.
Yeah.
So go ahead. More about track and field.
Yeah, and I don't know how much before I got cut off, but yeah, Clay, he's a great kid, and you throw him in the conversation with Jim Ryan with the things the times that he's posted in events and some of the records that he's broken, and that's historical. That's fun to cover, fun to follow, and I can't wait to see what he can do at the state track meet here in a few weeks. He was part of a 3,200 meter relay team that set the second fastest time in state history a couple weeks ago, behind Jim Ryan and Wichita East. But his anchor leg was 1:49.7 in the 3,200 relay, and Ryan's state record in the Open 800 is 1:49.6. So that shows you he's right there, and I hope maybe at the state track meet he can take a run at Jim, and another one of Jim's all-time records. I think that would be just a great way for him to finish his high school career. He's obviously got bigger fish to fry and heading down to northern Arizona to run, but he's just been he's one of those guys on the track that's been great to follow. Another one is at Andover Central, the senior Bryce Barkdale, who raised his state record pole vault mark to 17 feet 7 a couple weeks ago at the KU Relays, and that's number one nationally. That's the top pole vault nationally, and he topped a previous KU Relays record that was owned by a former world record holder and Joe Dial. So that's another. You get these kids who are putting their names in the conversation with some of these all timers, and it's just pretty cool stuff.
I wanted to ask you about baseball because this was the first year that teams could play up to 26 games. Are most teams taking advantage of that around here? Are some not? Has it altered the landscape at all?
Yeah, there's been a good chunk of them who have, and I think it's really I haven't sampled a lot of coaches, but the ones I have talked to are really on the baseball and softball side, because both of those sports are doing it.
Right.
Have really enjoyed what that's presented them. I mean, you play your normal league schedule, but this has also given them opportunities to, on a Friday and Saturday to play maybe an 8-team or a 4-team tournament and see some different folks. I think that's what's opened the door to is a lot of these schools are now playing teams outside the area. So you get these cross-sectional matchups, and Wichita Heights is a team right now that's holding the number 1 seed in the western half of 6A, and they've got 2 wins over Bishop Carroll, who they play every year, but they've also got a win over Blue Valley West, the defending 6A champions. So those kind of intersectional matchups have opened up, and I talked to a softball coach, Cody Stuckey from May South, a few weeks ago. They went out to Dodge City, and it was 4 Wichita area teams and 4 teams from the Western Athletic Conference. They got to play all the WAC teams and got 4 wins, but what they really got was a good chance to do a little team bonding. And I think that's kind of another element that's been introduced here is instead of just hopping on the bus and riding 45 minutes to go play a doubleheader, now you're getting a chance to play overnight and really develop some team chemistry. And so I think it's been pretty popular. Another thing that I think has been great is a lot of these teams have gotten to play at the baseball teams have gotten to play at Riverfront Stadium. And, that happened in football, and it's, the Wind Surge has just continued to be a real good community partner in opening its doors for some high school baseball teams to play there. And what a great experience. Derby and Bishop Carroll are going to do that tonight. There's been several other teams who have played there, and just what an opportunity for these high school kids to get a chance to play there.
My sophomore year, before you ask your question, we took a trip to Dodge City to play baseball against Dodge City. And in the hotel room, 2 seniors beat a couple of us sophomores up. So that was great team bonding.
You got beat up?
We enjoyed that.
Oh, if it had only been, if there had been video back then, wouldn't that have been fantastic?
Tremendous team
There wasn't
bonding.
even video. There's no
They didn't even have cameras when that happened.
You got a question, dudes?
I'm sorry.
But I think I forgot what I was going to ask. Have you seen, when it comes to the participation level and kids trying out for a lot of these sports, like track or tennis or some of the sports that you don't see in the paper every day, are you seeing an uptake in that with kids trying out more, or is there one sport where you've seen it really grow over the last few years?
Well, I don't have really the data to say whether it's gone up. What I do know is there's a lot of kids around the state who, especially in the springtime, now have a chance to double and in some cases triple. They can play 2 sports. They can play 3 sports. Go to Wichita Collegiate. They've got a real good doubles tennis team, and Carter and Maddox Drumright brothers, who are sons of former Wichita State pitcher Greg Drumright. Great tennis doubles team. Also play baseball for collegiate, and I think that's kind of I guess that's what I've seen here. Is there's just in the springtime that you've really got this chance for kids to do something in track, and then they can play on their baseball team or play on the girls soccer team and then go run distance at track. There's just a lot more. I think there's a lot of that going on right now, and some really good athletes doing that, and so that's. I guess that's what I see in the springtime is kids really just taking advantage of their opportunities, and that's kind of what to go to a 26-game baseball and softball schedule. It's all about creating opportunities for kids to play, and I do think that kids are responding to that.
Scott, we really appreciate it. Good talking with you. We'll hopefully get free for lunch here one of these days. Thanks for being on with us.
That would be great. Thanks for having me on, Bob. Take care.
Thanks.
Scott Pass from Keisha covered, talking some spring
isn't that
sports.
easier to say?
I'm going to get Clay Shively on this show next week. Remind me.
Get Clay Shively on the show next week.
Yeah.
Probably get Clay Shively on the show next.
Remind me a little bit later.
You don't want to be reminded now.
Remind
me to remind you. How about that?
Hey, I'll remind both of you.
I see 7 or 8 baseball bats over there. Sometimes it's all I can do to keep from taking one to you.
If I see you sauntering over there, I'll just start going up the stairs and we'll be fine.
Both of you move pretty slowly.
Who?
Well, it's not like you're quick.
Not anymore.
Exactly. All right, you got a game? We're not even going to play the music to intro the game. We're just going to go right to it.
Well,
What do you have?
We'll just do like a little bit of a World Series situation here, but we'll do the back and forth thing. If one of you miss it, the other guy can continue on to get some.
I feel good about it.
Okay, there are 6 teams in Major League Baseball that have at least 20 wins. Jeff, you go first. Pick the teams.
Cleveland Guardians.
Yes. Bob?
Atlanta Braves.
Yes. Jeff?
Philadelphia Phillies.
Yes.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yes. There are 2 left.
Baltimore Orioles.
Correct.
There's one left.
One left.
Well, it's one of 2. New York Yankees.
You are correct. And you swept.
You swept those.
You swept.
Royals are 1 shy of 20.
All right. Now you have 9 teams in Major League Baseball with 14 wins or less. Bob, you go first.
All right. Chicago White Sox.
6-25.
Colorado Rockies.
They are almost as bad.
Miami Marlins.
Ooh, yes, 9-24.
Houston Astros.
Who would have thought we'd have said that? But that's
They
correct.
took 2 or 3 from my dog team.
Los Angeles Angels.
You are correct. 11-20 as well.
14 or less.
14 wins or less.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Yes, I just figured someone else would have got that one.
Well, I'll get it when I feel like it.
Well, you just didn't want to say it, and I understand.
Well, I don't need you to tell me.
Well, I just thought I would.
Well, I don't want you to.
Well, I did.
Oakland Athletics.
Ooh,
Barely.
incorrect. They're 15-17.
I disagree.
They're pretty. I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Rays.
No, that's incorrect.
14-18. You are correct.
Really?
Yes.
How many more are there?
There are 1, 2.
I know the West in the National League is pretty bad.
I'll say the San
It's
Francisco.
not his.
You're
he
out.
missed.
You missed. So Jeff,
And I'm going to say the Arizona Diamondbacks.
14-18.
I'm also going to say the San Francisco Giants.
15-17.
Gosh darn it.
Terrible.
The one you missed is from the NL Central.
Pirates.
Pittsburgh.
Correct. All right, this one's going to be a little tougher. There's 11 teams still alive in the NHL playoffs. Can you name them?
I get to start this one?
No, you don't.
You started the last one.
You're in the lead.
And the one before that.
You're in the lead, so Bob goes first.
Boston Bruins.
They are still alive, yes.
Florida Panthers.
Yes, they won their first round series.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yes, they play in Game 7.
Nashville Predators.
Of course you took Nashville. Yes.
The Colorado Avalanche.
Correct.
Vancouver Canucks.
Correct.
Las Vegas.
Correct.
It's a good one. I don't think Tampa Bay's in. Ottawa.
Ooh.
Did not make the playoffs.
Uh-oh.
You can gain a couple back. Good luck.
I think I'm at the end.
You're done?
New York Islanders.
Oh, if you'd have said the Rangers,
Dang
you were
it.
good. Carolina still available. The Edmonton Oilers
I should have gotten Edmonton.
are also still alive. Okay. Here's where someone can make up some ground. Batting averages in the major leagues. There are 21. Or no, let's do this one. Home runs. There are 10 of them. 10 guys have 8 or more home runs.
Oh, man. Who goes first?
I'll go first.
Jeff goes first.
Mike Trout.
He has 10. He has 14 hits, 10 home runs.
Tyler O'Neill.
Correct. 9 home runs.
That might be it for me. 8 or more home runs.
Yes.
Cleveland's never hit a home run. So.
Yeah, does Josh Naylor have 8? I think he has 7, but I'm going to say Josh Naylor.
He has 7.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
If you get a couple, you can tie it up here.
Marcell Ozuna.
Correct. He has 9.
Mookie Betts.
Incorrect.
What?
Yeah, his power went out.
Yeah, he's not even in. He doesn't even have 5, I don't think.
Still hitting the crap
You
out
got
of
to
the
be
baseball.
kidding me.
Now, if I was to say to you, who is leading the league in batting average?
Mookie Betts.
There you go.
Who are the others with home runs?
Oh, just a minute. I turned it back.
Stephen Kwan.
Stephen Kwan does not have.
He leads the league in batting average.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
No.
At least
Who are the
A-
others with
at
8
least
home
the
runs?
I'm trying to get back to it, but I can't get. I have no internet service down here. It takes forever.
Well, it's,
I know Kyle Schwarber was in there.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's inexcusable.
Well,
was Pete Alonso in there?
Pete Alonso's in there. I know those.
It's
two were in
absolutely
there.
ridiculous that we're having to wait this long.
Well, give me your internet.
He's
Okay,
not
here you
gonna-
go. Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah, I should have got that one.
You got Ozuna. You had Trout. Here it goes again. Why? Just give me your password.
Well, I will next time you're over.
Crying out loud! I've asked
thought
for
you had
like
it.
3 years.
I don't think he knows it. That's the problem.
Of course I know it.
What is it?
Okay, so here you go. Kyle Tucker,
Oh, really? He's been
Adolis
hot.
Garcia,
I should have gotten that one.
Ellie De La Cruz,
Yeah.
and a New York Yankees on here. Does that help
Well,
you?
Sure it does.
Who is it?
Juan Soto.
Yes. Those are your 10.
All right. No Cardinal has more than 5, by the way.
None? No,
No.
I don't think so. What's going on with the Cardinals?
They're just not very good. They've
Wilson Contreras
they've
has
hit a
5.
wall organizationally, and they refuse to make the changes needed. And until they make those changes, and that means getting rid of their front office people and starting anew, it's okay. So, professional sports teams have to do that occasionally.
True.
It's not the end of the world.
But
And they need a fresh look at things, a fresh set of eyes, and it's time to move on. And if they don't do it soon, I'm going to travel to St. Louis.
Well, I was going to say your tone started to change
and
as you
support
started
them
talking.
by giving
No, I'm
your
going to make my opinion known.
How?
I'm going to go to television stations and radio stations.
I don't think they're going to put
and
that on the
demand
air.
to be on the air.
And you think they're just going to say, okay,
Yeah, come on in.
Hey, we got another crazy Cardinal fan outside. Let's go put him on the air.
I got something to say.
I don't think it's
Get
going to
me
happen.
on.
It's not going to happen. I mean,
good luck.
Yeah, I'd love for you to go try it. We can video this one. We have the technology now.
We'd love to see you get beat up, though.
I'm just going to pound
That's
on the door.
priceless.
I'm going to pound on the door until they let me in. All right, that is it. Thankfully, we have reached the end of a week. We'll be back on Monday. Have a great weekend. See you soon.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, goal.
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Everybody knows it. Toyota trucks are the stuff of legends. Rugged, durable, everlasting. Toyota makes trucks that just don't quit. And now Toyota is driving that legacy toward the future with 2 of their most powerful trucks ever, the new Tundra and the all-new Tacoma. In a half-ton Tundra, you can rule the roads. From the comfort of a spacious cabin with connected tech and plenty of hauling power, the Tundra is ready to work hard and play even harder. Or check out the all-new 24 Tacoma, redesigned and electrified to maximize your adventure. With a bevy of available off-road driving and power transfer modes, you will effortlessly crush the conditions. And with the Tacoma's reimagined interior, you'll do it in style. And right now, your local Toyota dealer has more vehicles in stock and is making delivery on new vehicles almost every day. So don't wait. Buy a Tundra or Tacoma today. Visit buyatoyota.com for deals and more. Toyota, let's go places.
Baseball is back, and so is MLB.tv. Watch every out-of-market regular season game on your favorite streaming devices, anywhere, anytime, all season long. Follow the action live or on demand. Track 4 games at once with multi-view mode and catch up with in-game highlights. Plus, original programs, minor league broadcasts, and local pre- and post-game shows. Go to MLB.tv to start your free trial today. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.